Mark and I started realizing we needed to be careful, because she seemed like the type to escalate small things. And we were right. The real breaking point, at least, the first big one, came last summer. Mark bought a used motorcycle, nothing crazy, just a second-hand Yamaha he'd wanted since college. He rides it maybe twice a week, always respectfully, not revving it at midnight or anything. But the day he rolled it off the trailer, Karen appeared on our driveway like she had been waiting for it. She launched into this whole speech about how motorcycles are death traps and that she refuses to let her children grow up listening to that racket. She actually said, "You're going to have to store that somewhere else." Like it was her decision. Mark, bless his patience, just smiled and said, "Don't worry, I'll keep it quiet." That wasn't enough for her. She kept pushing, saying if he had to ride it, he should only do it during business hours so her family wouldn't be disturbed. Of course, the first weekend he took it out around 11 a.m., she stood at the end of her driveway with her arms crossed, glaring at him like he had personally run over her mailbox. Things escalated even further when she started leaving passive-aggressive notes in our mailbox. Things like, "Please be mindful of noise, some of us work early mornings," or "Trash day is Wednesday, not Tuesday, your bins were out too soon." Which, by the way, wasn't even true, we put them out the night before like everyone else. At one point, Mark joked we should start a bingo card for her behavior. Complains about noise before 10 p.m. Mentions her kids' safety when it has nothing to do with them. Suggests we change something on our property. Writes another note. We laughed, but honestly it was getting under my skin. I hate confrontation, but I also hate being walked on. And then, the barbecue incident happened. That's where I'll leave this part, because it's long, but let me just say, it involved half the neighborhood, Karen yelling about smoke pollution, and me realizing she wasn't just quirky, she was going to make living here a nightmare if we didn't figure out how to handle her. So, the infamous barbecue incident. It was a Saturday in mid-July, one of those perfect summer days where the sun isn't too brutal, and everyone on the block seems to migrate outdoors. Mark and I decided to finally host a little cookout. We invited some friends, a couple of my coworkers, and even texted two of the neighbors we'd actually grown friendly with. Nothing huge, maybe 12 people total. We set up in the backyard with a bar grill, some folding chairs, music playing low from a Bluetooth speaker. Bella was happily sprawled in the shade, people had drinks in hand, and for once, everything felt normal. About 30 minutes in, I noticed Karen standing on her porch across the street. Arms folded. Watching.